na video iya ifo na ba afia main market Onitsha ka na akutu ya asana n'ime abanye mgbe ndị mmadụ lahụchagwo ụla ka Soludo sende ndị na-akutu afia wee bịa na-akutu afia ndị mmadụ ihe a na-eme ndị Igbo na Lagos ka a na-emezi anyị na Anambra steeti ụnafọ ejidetere afia Onitsha n'ime abanye mgbe ndị mmadụ lahụchagwo ụla ha wee bido kutuba afia ma ngwa afia ime nke ka njọ bụ na ngwa afia dịcha n'ime shops niile ha na-akutu ha wakpo n'ime abanye ka a ghara ịma ihe na-eme wee na-akutu afia ebe ndị ọzọ aka na-akwado ikutu akutu na anyị ka ndị mmadụ na-ebukọsị ngwa afia ndị Anambra ndonu ndị market ndonu
ekene m unu onye ọbụla na ebe a nọ na ama ebe nọ ya n'ime main market emebego demolition of ndị ama akasị asị na demolish case ọ bụrụ na onwe ife dị ebe ike taa ka ịmale na obido demolition so anọ m life and direct onye nọ n'onye ọbụla I got a level last night and about 3 days. So when normally now quality you go to market. Quality you go to market. Get on na go ibana. Get on na maybe da on I can on. Now quality you go to market. Quality you go to market. I ain't gonna on now. So on happen live and direct. So I have to attack
If you wake up one morning and government demolishes your shop, what would you do? Here is what is happening. Bulldozers have entered Onitsha Main Market, one of the biggest markets in West Africa, and shops are coming down. That is the reality many traders are facing right now in Onitsha as demolition begins at Onitsha Main Market. Officials say the structures are illegal. Government says it is restoring the Masterplan. Traders say their livelihoods are being destroyed. Some are even talking about court orders being ignored by the government. This is not just about buildings, this is about business, survival, and power. Let's break this whole Onitsha Main Market demolition matter down for your understanding. Remember, here is where we break it down for your understanding. Street level understanding. First, the government in Onitsha started demolishing what they call illegal structure inside Onitsha Main Market. This market is not small. It is one of the biggest markets in West Africa. So anything that happens there is serious business. Note. And here is what the government is saying. The local government says some traders built shops and extensions where they were not supposed to. The market master plan, that's the original design, has been messed up according to government. And the place is too congested. And they also said that fire risk is high and movement is difficult. According to the government, they gave the traders notice, first 14 days, then another 14 days. After that, they started demolition from March 1. That's first day of March, yesterday, 2026, for the records. So the government supporters are saying, good, the market is too rough and scattered. Let them restore the order. Maybe, I don't know whether they are looking at area, and they're like, oh, this, we have to have something like area. Perhaps so. Watching what OT is doing in Aba, I don't know. Perhaps that is the reason. They want it to look neat. Considering the volume of market coming to that place, perhaps that is what the government intends to. Like they have been given notice 14 days, then another 14 days before demolition started. So like I told you, the government supporters are saying the market is too rough and scattered. Let them restore order. And some people believe if the market is properly arranged, business will flow better. If that is truly the motive, some of these times it could be politics, but if that is truly the motive, according to these people, they say customers can move freely, fire incidents will reduce, and the market will look modern. So from that angle, they say it is about discipline and development. If it is truly from that angle, sometimes I don't like these politicians the way they behave. If it's truly from that angle, it is fine. But what are the traders saying? Now here is where the tension comes. Some traders are angry and confused. And here is what they claim. They said there was a court order telling the government to pause demolition. Pause, not stop. Pause, okay, for a while. Some structures were approved before, according to them. And people invested millions in those shops. They said no clear compensation plan was shown. No clear relocation arrangement for affected traders. And I know that what we might see is that even if the whole market is demolished, people might have to, they might ask people to buy the shops again, even if they are paid heavily for it. I hope that will not be the case, because we know how things like this happen. I don't know if the government had the relocation plan like the traders are complaining. According to them, people have invested millions in those shops. No clear compensation plan shown, no clear relocation arrangement for the affected traders. To them, this feels like the government just wake up and scatter their livelihoods. And let government not be doing because they can do. That is how many are feeling. They should be properly addressed. For most of the traders, it is not about wood and zinc. It is daily bread, school fees, rent, survival. So emotions are actually high. Meanwhile, there's a legal confusion. Some reports say a court told parties to maintain status quo, meaning nobody should touch anything for now. But officials are saying the demolition was done by the local government. They are not aware of any binding order stopping them. So now, here is the question people are asking. Was the court order ignored, or was there confusion about who the order applied to? You know, this legal angle is hanging in the air. It is very important. Now, looking at it from a political angle, let's be honest. In Nigeria, demolition always has political meaning. Yes, some people see this as urban reform and discipline. Urban reform and discipline. Others see it as government flexing power. You know, recently, even the sit-at-home thing, it was threatening them with demolition. You know, we don't know what is actually happening. And that is why there are confusion. And it feels poor traders suffering while big men are untouched. And remember, Onitsha is a major commercial city. Any action there affects Anambra economy. It affects Igbo traders. It affects regional trade networks. So, it is not a small news. Let's look at the truth. Two things can be true at the same time. Yes. One, yes, market needs order. The second one is, yes, people's livelihoods must be protected. The real question is balance. If government wants to enforce Masterplan, were alternatives provided? How about relocating them, or, what will they have to wait for government to, and were affected traders properly documented so that, after the market is rebuilt? If traders built illegally, who allowed it before? That is very important. Who allowed them? They paid somebody from government, certainly representative would have allowed them. So why were they, all of these shops were allowed to grow for years? So why now? Why the demolition now? These are questions people are asking. Before we go, let's summarize this again. According to supporters, they said it was to restore order, it was to reduce congestion, it was to improve safety. But opponents are saying mainly the poor people are suffering, and court orders ignored. No proper relocation plan for those who are affected. And what do you think about neutral observers? They are saying government must enforce law, but enforcement must have human face. So what next happens? This can go three ways. Government continues and restores full master plan, or court intervenes and pauses everything. The court will pause everything, or negotiation happens between traders and authorities, and that is what it should be. Sincerely, how this will end will affect trust between the government and market traders in Anambra. Or what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. Government cannot just wake up and start demolition. The government has to put the people in consideration. There are people whose all of their hope is in that Onitsha market. They have invested everything they have in the Onitsha market. Meanwhile, I'm not saying government is doing the wrong thing, but there's a way things are properly done. You cannot just, I'll demolish this. I don't care about what happens to the person and his goods. There's no plan for the person in the new plan of the market. Note, remember, this channel will continue to speak for the oppressed and the poor. That is what we do here. What others fail to say, we say it here.
The war came to the market. Was a big success. As a kid, I knew the Bulldozers of secondary school. Passed through gap price. But it is a good. Johnson, the king of Bulldozers. Today, Main Market is likely we have to rescue it. Because you can't even park there. Everywhere else in the world, if you cannot provide a place for park, nobody is going to shop. If you can't park, you can't do what? Shop.
The market's original master plan provides for 5 parking lots, more than half of which have illegal structures. Governor Soludo lays the government regeneration options on the table and asks the traders to choose one of the 3.
The message is that you guys, number one, you agree that Main Market needs to be fundamentally redone. Number 2 is that you also have said that you will prefer ultimately that we should be able to have a complete review.
The traders chose the first option, which requires demolition of the entire market. The phased reconstruction is aimed at restoring the market to its original master plan, while Governor Soludo acknowledges the inconvenience the exercise will cause traders. He maintains that the right thing must be done for a prosperous and livable homeland.